So there was this lady who was walking with her two children, I believe a 6-year-old daughter and a 10-year-old son. Y'all can fact check me on that, but I just want to get the whole story out to y'all. They live in Chicago. She was picking them up from school. I believe it's elementary school because their ages. And there was a whole bunch of kids standing around. I watched the video. There's a whole bunch of kids standing around with phones, cussing at them. And she's just like hugging her kids, trying to protect her kids. The backstory to that, her 10-year-old had been getting bullied. And so, anyways, one of the kids decides to grab the mom by her hair and drag her to the ground and start punching on her, stumping her in her face. And as she's doing that, people grab her 6-year-old daughter, throw her to the ground by her hair, start punching on her, stumping her in her face. And then they beat the crap out of her 10-year-old son. And calling her all these names, recording. These are all kids, elementary kids, recording. This is all outside of the school. So fast forward, she makes a post on Facebook stating that she basically she felt very helpless because she could not do anything because she didn't want to put her hands on somebody else's kids. You know what could have happened to her if she would have put her hands on somebody else's kids. Her and her kids wound up in the hospital. She had sickle cell anemia and she was pregnant, if I'm not mistaken. That part's a little questionable. She was really skinny and she had a big stomach, and I didn't know if her stomach was big because of her sickle cell or because she was pregnant. But anyways, they beat her pretty badly. She was 33. And I think within a few days, social media orchestrated people to go and protest outside of the school because the school did nothing about it. And then they raised her, I think, over $200,000 and got her moved into a better community. Her kids could switch schools. And then some famous person named Little Zay, I don't know who that is, but wanted to fly them out. And everybody wanted to cover their Christmas this year, too. I say all of that to say, whenever whenever something negative happens to you, yeah, it's easy to clap back. She very easily could have hurt or killed those kids, right? But at what cost? She would have been taken away from her kids for at least 25 years if she would have did something, right? That doesn't mean that what happened to her was supposed to happen, but what it does mean is God will make things work out for your good if you love him. That was not a God thing that she got beat, that her kids got beat. That was not a God thing. But I'm just trying to show y'all how to exercise your faith, because we cannot control what people do, what people allow the devil to influence them to do. But this is a pure explanation of how when you have a pure heart, because I didn't see her post not one negative thing about these kids, calling these kids out of their name or nothing. When you have a pure heart, and she was genuinely just trying to protect her kids, this is what happens. Like, you will be protected. That doesn't mean that the things that happened to you were okay, was supposed to happen, that you deserved it. It doesn't mean none of that. So we look at God like he's supposed to be this genie to just be like, stop that and stop violence. No, we have free will and we live in a fallen world. So people are going to do negative, nasty things. But the way that we find the faith in it and find the God in it is seeing the good in when it works out for our good. She didn't want her kids in that school district anyway. She couldn't afford to get out of that school district. Single mom. Now they're out of that school district, and she don't got to worry about Christmas. And her kids, even though they're going to have to deal with probably therapy and other things, they don't have to see them kids anymore. But what I will say, the parents of those kids, oh my gosh, I seen one of the girls got on there and apologized because her mom made her, and you could tell she was only apologizing because her mom made her. Then her mom gets on Facebook and basically takes the apology back. She's like, y'all don't know, my daughter is a good kid. She gets straight A's. She this, she that, she this, she that. Y'all don't know about us. Y'all don't know our life story. Y'all don't know why we don't owe y'all nothing. Like, how are you going to sit there and make your daughter apologize and then post a status that basically says, forget everybody that had anything to say about it? There was, I don't know. I don't know. All I know is God sees everything. God is everywhere. And we just have to have faith that no matter what storms we go through, no matter what fires we go through, that we're going to come out and we're not going to look like what we've been through. We have to have that type of faith. Because if you don't, life could drag you down. That lady very well could have been very bitter, very much like, ooh, I'm going to get y'all, I'm going to do this to y'all. She didn't do any of that. She was very remorseful about the fact that she didn't protect her kids. She did as best as she could, but she was one person. This lady looked like she was barely 100 pounds, if that, maybe less than 100 pounds. And she's trying to hug her 2 kids and protect them from, it looked like at least 15, 20 kids outside. And they got beat up really badly. She did what she could do. And instead of trying to retaliate, she didn't. What she did was pray. And also, she just got online and told the truth. And the truth set her free. So I just wanted to share that with y'all. Y'all can look that story up if y'all want to. I don't remember this lady's name or nothing, but I'm about to go on Facebook and look for it. I love you too, baby. I'm about to go on Facebook and look for it, and I'm going to post it right here. See you later.